We've already talked about the UK, we talked about Canada. Let's talk about somewhere sunnier and warmer. You know, winter's coming, not too far away. Portugal is a lovely country, a pleasant place, beautiful town. Someone could work there as a nomad. I've seen a couple people in my network on LinkedIn and Twitter talking about the office setups in and around Lisbon are really great if you want to set up a remote team there. So let's talk about that. Who can easily relocate to Portugal, and what sort of pathways do they have depending on what they do, how long they want to stay there and work there? And sure, open the door on Portugal.
Normally, Portugal is a very huge popular destination, especially from cold countries or cold weather countries, like in that you mentioned in Canada and UK and Scandinavian countries, where they have will be able to move easily. If they are based in the EU, they don't need anything. Just just fly away in the EU. They use the passport and they can settle there. They have to register themselves with the tax authorities and open bank account and go through relocation process. Even if you are in the EU or EU national, you have to do certain categories to register yourself as a local resident, so you can benefit from the local rates or using the local economy. And this is one thing, even it's hidden for EU nationals. I've seen myself, especially from Ireland or Scandinavian country, Norway and Denmark. They think if they move to another country, especially in the winter months, they think that they can actually do everything from the country without registering themselves or moving themselves from the other country. But to benefit from the move and to benefit from the tax reduction and the low rates, you have to move your residence actually from your home country to Portugal. So that's one thing is missing. The second thing for people who are not non-EU, like the UK residents or anyone with the non-EU passport, there is mainly three different routes for people to move into Portugal. The first thing, if you are having a passive income, or you can say, we don't have to say this, that you are retiring, but if you have a job and you are currently working remotely and you have a proof of income for this into your bank statement with a certain criteria during the last 6 months or 12 months, you can use this income and say that I will move actually to Portugal. I registered myself there. I will pay taxes with a preferred rate from Portugal, and I will be able to use this. We can call them expat visa. The requirements are very flexible, and you will be able actually to live there and do your business from this country. But actually, you'll not be able to start a business. You have to complete your remote work. So this could be the best visa or the best way to move to Portugal if you are a retiree or have a passive income or work remotely. But if you would like actually to start a business in the EU, that's not the best option. The second option will be for people, non-EU citizens, who would like actually to start a business in Portugal. They need to prove that they have a business plan, they have enough funds to support themselves, and they will be employing local Portuguese or EU nationals in the company itself. They have to convince the Portuguese authorities that they will be able to start the businesses and they will be able to sustain themselves and their employees through the business itself. So it's a little bit of hustle, but it's not that complicated like other countries. And that's one of the things that will be addressed through the platform. We will have enough qualified partners on the platform to address whatever you're using, the first visas of remote workers, or actually would like to start a business in Portugal. The third one, which is very popular, but it's not for everyone. Actually, you need to prove a certain amount of capital before moving, and you need to buy property in Portugal. And this is called the golden visa. The golden visa that you have to buy a property in Portugal with a certain requirement in certain areas. And once you prove to the assertive that you have buy the property, and you have income to support yourself without depending on the local country, you would be able to get instantly 5-year access with yourself, and you have a partner or family move to there. You can do whatever you wish inside the country, and after the 5 years you can apply for a permanent resident, and then you can apply for Portuguese citizenship. This program doesn't require you to stay actually in the country. You can continue your staying in your home country, but you will get access to the Schengen area. So there's benefits in getting such as a golden visa, and this is very popular, especially with the Chinese investors or Russian investors or even American investors who would like to set a foot in the Schengen zone without actually being there, so they can travel back and forth between their home countries or whatever the country of residence and then the EU.
Sounds like a great option if you just need a house in Portugal to chill at every once in a while. I was curious about the process you mentioned in the first step for the EU residents. It sounds kind of cumbersome if you're, say, from Scandinavia and you just want to spend a couple warm months in Portugal, maybe 2 months of the coldest months of the year, to have to do that whole official relocation process, as you mentioned. What are the details to that? How long does it normally take? And is it really that cumbersome, or is it pretty quick and easy?
Normally, if you are moving in the less than 90 days or 3 months, you don't need to do anything because you are no EU national and you are considered as like doing something in another member state. But if you actually would like to benefit from the certain or the certain advantages that happen in Portugal, especially for the lower tax rate, you have to remove yourself as a tax resident from your whole home country jurisdiction and move to the Portugal. That's one thing where you will be able to locate yourself in Portugal. You will pay less taxes. You will get access to lower rates when compared to your home country, especially in the Scandinavia. If you compared running a small business or even working remotely from Scandinavian country with the Portugal, the rates are sometimes up to less than 50%. So that you can use because everyone is be able to actually work remotely. So if you have the chance to move to less expensive area, for example, in the EU, you will be able to save a lot, keeping the same income that you have. So if you multiply this with a couple of years, that could be huge saving for yourself and your family. So that's one of the options of the beauty that was not there before. And we can say this is like advantage of the pandemic, if they have any.
Silver lining, at least, yeah.